Coming live from the studio, this is All Sports with Gerardo. Thank you for watching another episode of All Sports. This is your host Gerardo, and all I talk is sports. On the show today, I am going to talk about NFL football, Major League Baseball, and NBA basketball. Before I start the show, I hope you all had a great week. To start off with Major League Baseball, Daniel Bard was named the National League Comeback Player of the Year. The Astros are the first team to force a Game 7 after trailing 3-0 since the 2004 Red Sox. Charlie Morton is 4-0 with a 0.46 ERA in winner-take-all games. The Rays won the American League and they are advancing to the World Series. Randy Osuna won LCS MVP, and he is the first rookie position player to win LCS MVP. Randy Osuna has a league-leading 7 home runs this postseason. He set a rookie record for home runs in a postseason, and he tied the Rays record for most home runs in a single postseason. For the second time in franchise history, the Rays are heading to the World Series for the first time since 2008. The Dodgers won the National League and they are advancing to the World Series. Corey Seager won LCS MVP. The Dodgers came back from being down 3-1 against the Braves in the National League Championship Series to advance to the World Series. The Dodgers are going to the World Series for the third time in the last 4 years. The Rays go against the Dodgers in the World Series. For the first time since 2013, the teams with the best records in each league will meet in the World Series. So right now I'm going to update you with the current Major League Baseball standings in the American and National League. So if we take a look at the postseason bracket for both the American and National League. In the American League Championship Series, we had the Rays go against the Astros, and this series went all the way to Game 7 after the Rays were up 3-0 against the Astros, and all they had to do is win one more game to get to the World Series, and in Game 7, the Rays landed up winning the American League, and they are advancing to the World Series. In the National League, for the National League Championship Series, we had the Dodgers go against the Braves, and the National League Championship Series went all the way to Game 7, and the Dodgers landed up winning the National League, and they are going to the World Series. And for the World Series, we have the Rays going against the Dodgers. For both the American League Championship Series and for the National League Championship Series, both those series went all the way to Game 7, and we landed up having the Rays come out of the American League and the Dodgers come out of the National League. Now, at the beginning of the 2020 season, the predictions of what teams would make it to the World Series. The Dodgers were one of the teams that was favored to reach and win the World Series. And the Dodgers were also favored to come out of the National League. Now for the American League, the Rays had a great chance at making it into the playoffs, but they weren't one of the top teams that were favored to reach and possibly win the World Series. The team that they went against in the American League Championship Series was a team that was favored to come out of the American League, reach, and possibly win the World Series after the Astros had went to the 2019 World Series and they lost to the Nationals in Game 7. The Astros were more favored to potentially get back and win the World Series, and the Rays were probably just favored to make it into the playoffs, but not actually reach the World Series and have a chance at winning the World Series. But it was great to see a team like the Rays come out of the American League and now have a chance at winning the World Series. And for the Dodgers have been to the World Series in 3 out of the last 4 years. And hopefully, third time's the charm, and they can finally win the World Series. For the last 8 consecutive years, the Dodgers have won the National League West, and they have also made it into the playoffs. In 3 of those years, including this year, they have reached the World Series. But the Dodgers have yet to win the World Series. So we're going to have to wait and see who wins this World Series. But for whatever team wins this World Series, it's going to be great for them. The Rays have been to the World Series once, back in 2008. If the Rays can win this World Series, it will be their first World Series championship since becoming a team back in 1998. For the Dodgers, if they can win the World Series, it will be their first World Series championship since 1988. It's been 32 years since the Dodgers have won the World Series. Also, for the city of Los Angeles, the Lakers won the NBA championship. Can the Dodgers win the World Series? We're going to have to wait and see, but it would be great for LA to also have another championship with the Dodgers also winning the World Series after the Lakers won the finals. And even for Tampa, the Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup. So if the Rays could win the World Series, that would also be a second championship for the city of Tampa Bay. So for whatever team and city wins a championship, it's going to be great for them. And it's also going to be their second championship in the same year. So it'll be great to see the city of Los Angeles win another championship, or the city of Tampa Bay win another championship. We'll just have to wait and see what team wins the World Series, but both teams have a chance at winning this World Series. And don't count out the Rays. They have a good team. There was a reason why they were the best team in the American League, and there's a reason why they're playing in the World Series. Also for the Dodgers, they are the team to beat in the National League. They were the best team in the National League. They've been one of the best teams in the National League and in Major League Baseball for the last few years. Can they finally win the World Series? With this being their third time being in the World Series, I believe they now have the team to win the World Series after adding Mookie Betts, and with all the other superstars they already have on the team. This should be the year that the Dodgers win the World Series. But if the Dodgers want to win the World Series, they cannot be surprised and be eliminated. Because that's what's happened to the Dodgers over the course of the last few seasons. They have made it into the playoffs, but they do not live up to their standards and play the way that they do in the regular season. They don't play like that in the postseason. Also, there's been a few times that the Dodgers have been surprised in the playoffs by a certain team. So hopefully third time's a charm for the Dodgers and they can finally win the World Series and not be surprised by a team that they should probably beat. We'll have to wait and see what team wins the World Series, but for whatever team wins the World Series, it's going to be great for them. There's a team that's looking to win their first World Series title, and there's another team that wants to win their first World Series title in the last 32 years. And there's also two cities that want to win another championship in the same year. So we'll have to wait and see what team wins the World Series. but for whatever team wins the World Series, it's going to be great for that team and for the city that they play in. So that's the current Major League Baseball standings in the American and National League. Moving on now to NFL football, Patrick Mahomes reached 90 career passing touchdowns in his 37th career game, and he broke the Super Bowl era record of throwing 90 touchdowns in the fewest games. The 32 combined offensive touchdowns between Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are the most touchdowns by opposing quarterbacks entering the sixth game of the season. Cam Newton joined Michael Vick as the only quarterbacks with 5,000 career rushing yards. Travis Kelce's 405 receiving yards leads all tight ends. Stephon Diggs' 509 receiving yards ranks 5th in the NFL. Derrick Henry is the first player to record a game with at least 200 rushing yards in 3 consecutive seasons in NFL history. Since 2018, Derrick Henry has 3 200-yard rushing games, and the rest of the NFL has 4 200-yard rushing games. Aaron Donald's 79.5 sacks in 99 games is the most sacks in the first 99 career games by an interior D lineman. Chandler Jones's 73.5 sacks are the most sacks since 2015. Le'Veon Bell and the Chiefs have agreed to a 1-year contract. Devin Bush will miss the rest of the season with a torn ACL. The Broncos released Blake Bortles and they re-signed him to their practice squad. Brandon McManus was named AFC Special Teams Player of the Week. Drew Lock became the youngest quarterback to win at Gillette Stadium. The Broncos beat the Patriots 18-12 in Foxborough on Sunday, October 18th. The Broncos go against the Chiefs in Denver on Sunday, October 25th. This is the 7th week of NFL football. So right now I'm going to update you with the Week 6 NFL football final scores. I'm also going to tell you the Week 7 NFL football schedule and the games to keep an eye on this week in NFL football. So to start off, here are the Week 6 final scores and highlights from this week of NFL football. The Broncos beat the Patriots 18-12. The Titans beat the Texans 42-36. The Ravens beat the Eagles 30-28. The Giants beat Washington 20-19. The Colts beat the Bengals 31-27. The Bears beat the Panthers 23-16. The Buccaneers beat the Packers 38-10. The 49ers beat the Rams 24-16 on Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs beat the Bills 26-17 on Monday Night Football. The Cardinals beat the Cowboys 38-10 on Monday Night Football. This week, it's the Seahawks, Chargers, Saints, and the Raiders bye week. Now taking a look at Week 7, here are the matchups to keep an eye on this week in NFL football. The Giants vs. the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. The Steelers vs. the Titans. The Cowboys vs. Washington. The Panthers vs. the Saints. The Packers vs. the Texans. The Browns vs. the Bengals. The Seahawks vs. the Cardinals. The 49ers vs. the Patriots. The Chiefs vs. the Broncos. The Buccaneers vs. the Raiders on Sunday Night Football. The Bears vs. the Rams on Monday Night Football. This week, it's the Vikings, Dolphins, Colts, and the Ravens bye week. So that's the Week 6 final scores in the Week 7 schedule for NFL football. Moving on now to NBA basketball, LeBron James is 25-0 in a playoff series against the East since 2011. Stan Van Gundy will become the next head coach of the Pelicans. The Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado changed its name to the Ball Arena. So just this week, the Pepsi Center changed its name from the Pepsi Center and it is now the Ball Arena. So now the arena will be called the Ball Arena, which is the home of the Nuggets, the Avalanche, and the Mammoth. Moving on now to the show, what to watch for this week in sports. The Broncos go against the Chiefs in Denver on Sunday, October 25th. The Broncos, NFL football. The Rays go against the Dodgers in the World Series. The Major League Baseball postseason. Major League Baseball. College football. Moving on now, on the next show, I will talk about NFL football, Major League Baseball, and NBA basketball. I hope you all have a great week. Tune in to the next All Sports with Gerardo show next week. I want to say thank you to everybody that listens to All Sports. Subscribe or like my pages on social media at All Sports with Gerardo. Until next time, this is Gerardo.